Well, police in London have also been accused of excessive force in their efforts to clear out Occupy demonstrators. Protesters stood together last night as officers broke down the doors to their camps. RT's Laura Smith now joins us live from London for more details on this. Laura, so the Occupy movement, that was supposed to really fade away, according to many, at the end of 2011. However, it continues to go on America's West Coast, now in England. What's been happening where you are?
Well, what we've seen in the last 24 hours is the first eviction of the Occupy movement from a building that they were calling the Bank of Ideas. It was a building that is owned by UBS, the bank, and it was evicted by a group of bailiffs who are very known in this country for taking part in these evictions, particularly when it concerns private property. Anyone who's been up against a bailiff in this country would call them hired thugs, basically. They're hired by private companies to get rid of people out of their own property. And what you see on the video that we're showing now is a bailiff essentially driving into a group of protesters, watched on by the police, basically. He allegedly, before this incident took place, punched a photographer in the face. And let's just watch what's happening here. The car's surrounded by protesters. He then drives into them and carrying one of the protesters on the bonnet of his car for about sort of 100, 150 metres as he drives off down the street. The police are looking on and doing apparently nothing. You can see it in slow motion here. If you watch carefully, you can see that protester being carried off on the bonnet of the car, while media and other protesters just look on, unable to do anything. The police apparently did nothing apart from briefly confiscate the keys, the car keys of the bailiff in question. They then gave back his car keys, according to the Occupy movement, and then cleared the way for him to leave the scene. Now, the Occupy protesters who remain, and they do still remain around St Paul's Cathedral where they were originally, they want to know why the police protected what is apparently a violent aggressor whose actions have been caught on camera, and also why the police think it's more important to protect a building than it is to protect the people who are supposed to be under their care. When I spoke to the Occupy movement just shortly before coming into the studio, their spokesman said to me that so far they've received absolutely no response from the police to this incident at all.
All right, RT's Laura Smith there, live in London. Thank you.